This video goes along with Unit 3, Lesson 8, and it talks about solving rate problems when we have two different people and two different rates. Lots of small steps involved in this, so it's important to keep your information organized. I suggest using a table as I'm about to show you in this example. Kieran and Claire live 25 and 6/10 miles away from each other along a rail trail. One Saturday, the two friends started walking towards each other along the trail at 8 a.m., with a plan to have a picnic when they meet. Kieran walks at a speed of 3 miles per hour, while Claire walks 3.4 miles per hour. What I'm going to do to start is, on a question like this, it will be helpful to draw an image of what's happening. So in this problem, we have two friends, and I'll have 1K for Kieran, and on the other side of the trail we have Claire. And so the distance between these two girls right now is 25 and 6/10 miles. And they're going to walk this way. So for this example, they're walking inwards together, so getting closer. And now we're going to try to figure out, based on their speeds, how far apart they are. So for 1 hour, what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize my two people into tables. So Kieran, based on what we're told, walks 3 miles per hour. So miles and hours, and 3 miles for the 1 hour we're talking about. And then I'm making a table for Claire. And based on the information, again, we have miles, hour. Claire is 3.4 miles per hour. So 3.4 and 1 hour. So on my drawing, I would say so far Kieran has come inwards of 3 miles and Claire has come in 3.4 miles. So how far have they come in on the total distance, 25.6? So I'm going to take the total original time or space apart and subtract how far each of them has gone. So Kieran's moved in 3 miles and Claire has gone in 3.4. So 25.6 minus 3 minus 3.4. So in 1 hour, the distance apart is 19.2 miles. And I'll label this, so based on these two tables, then this last part over here is distance apart. Sorry to squish that in there. Okay, and so now part 2 is continue this for 1, 2, and 3 hours. So in 2 and 3 hours in our table, 2 and 3 hours. Remember, our table shows equivalent rates. So in 1 hour, if Kieran went 3, if I'm going to have 2 hours, that's multiplying by 2. So 3 times 2 means she traveled 6 miles. And then again, if she's going 3 hours, 1 times 3 is 3 hours, so 3 times 3 would give you 9. Following that same process, okay, so I'll do these in a different color for this table. So first, if we're multiplying the hours by 2, then I'm going to multiply the miles by 2. 3.4 times 2. She's gone 6.8 miles in 2 hours. And then hours here. 1 times 3 hours, so 3.4 times 3. Alright, and then we're going to use those two tables again to show how far apart they are. Okay, again, we take their distance. So originally they're 25.6 miles apart. Claire in 2 hours and Kieran in 2 hours. So 6 minus 6 this time, and minus 6.8. Okay, so I'm going to clear 25.6 minus 6 minus 6.8. And after 2 hours, they are 12.8 miles apart. For 3, okay, again, the original distance apart is 25.6 miles, minus how far Kieran has walked, so minus 9, and minus how many miles Claire has walked, that's 10.2. Okay, and the reason why we're subtracting is because they're coming in closer here on this image. So we could add on the picture drawing I did, like that as well. So 25.6, the original distance, minus the 9, minus 10.2. So after 3 hours, they are 6.4 miles apart. All right, last part here, when are they going to meet? So if I add into my table 4 hours, and I find their distance that they travel. So in 4 hours, Kieran has gone 12, and then 3.4 times 4, 13.6. I'll see that after 4 hours, if I add their two distances, 12 plus 13.6, after the 4th hour, they will meet and have lunch together. So the key on what I'm looking for you to do today is organize the information into a table, and then you're going to need to use the two different rates to find in this lesson distances apart. So for some, you might be subtracting from a distance if they're getting closer, and if they're getting further apart, you're going to be subtracting as well. Good luck.